prostitute story. You guys ready? Are you ready for this? Bondage? I'm in.
I should be able to hire my own tweaker to beat up another tweaker.
Gets high fives from the boys.
It's the stupidest thing I ever heard of.
Good morning.
Good.
With the boys.
Evening with the men.
As we are. How we doing today, everybody?
Yeah, how's it going?
It's another beautiful day in paradise.
I don't know about beautiful day.
Yo, you don't like it?
It was pretty cold. It wasn't exactly the
Yeah, it's pretty rough.
It's out there today.
Yeah, it's pretty rough out there. Cold. It's weird. It's definitely, I knew it wasn't going to stick, but it wants to.
Yeah, plus, I mean, I had to drive to Park City through it.
I was going to say Park City's probably even gets hit a little harder, huh?
Well, it was kind of stupid. We drive out there and it's like, coming down hard. And then next thing you know, it's
Done.
Cleared up.
Yeah.
Gone.
Yeah.
So you get all worked up over nothing.
Mm-hmm. I didn't expect it when I went back out to the car for it to be done and over with. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, wow. Oh, wow.
How's it for you? I know you got to cut out a little early today.
Yeah, not bad. Definitely didn't have enough. I guess we did. I was gonna have enough jackets for the kids, but no, Izzy had a thicker jacket. Logan didn't. So he needs a snow jacket in his backpack. But...
I asked Nando if he's gonna do that this year when it came to the whole snow gear. But he's 6th grade. He's like, I don't want snow pants. I need snow boots. It's gonna make me look stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I'm at the point where I'm like, give me some big warm boots. I'm tired of my cold feet.
Oh yeah, Izzy was out there doing snow angels already. Yeah, literally, we got home from school and she was like, I want to go play in the snow. And I was like, dude, all right.
Yes, by all means. You have to suit her up and undo the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, she's got a full suit. So she's like, Logan, let's go outside. He's like, no. So he's
not having it, huh?
No. So she had to go out there by herself. I went and hung out a little bit. But yeah, 10 minutes into snow, hitting the ground. She's out there doing snow angels.
Dope. So, I mean, I guess
she likes the snow. Yeah, it's not bad. It's not terrible.
Yeah. Nando's he was pretty good at snow, baby. He liked it.
Mm-hmm.
Never been like a huge playing in the snow, but I'm not against it. As long as I got the gear for it.
That's
Most of the time I never have the gear.
If you have the setup for it and can get suited up, it's not bad. I actually called my mom because all my snow gear is in my snowboard kit, which is in her garage. So she's gonna bring it up for Thanksgiving.
There you go.
Yep. So I'll have my snow gear back, have my snowboard just in case.
That is just around the corner. Are you excited to stuff your face?
Yeah, we're gonna do it here, so we don't have to travel. My mom's gonna come see us.
Very nice.
But still, I gotta find out. I'm gonna have to steal the kids because technically it's not my week, but my mom's gonna be here, so I'm sure I can steal the kids.
It sounds so bad when you're like, I gotta steal my kids.
Mm-hmm. And when you say it that way, yeah. But
course to have your children.
We have to course. We have to make arrangements, as they may say. We have to arrange something.
I'm kind of interested to see how Nando's mom's schedule is going to work for Thanksgiving. Nando's going to be over there hanging out, or if he's going to be me hanging out.
Did your family do big Thanksgivings?
They usually do, but I usually get up there either Thanksgiving or Christmas. And I'm thinking it's going to be Christmas this year.
I got your brother's hat next time you go that way. Remind me. I'll send you with his hat.
Top priorities.
Yeah.
We got to make sure this guy gets his hat back.
Yeah, dude. I know he's missing it, dude. He's probably so mad.
It's going to happen. Happens to, for the best of us. Losing hats. I've already got my black Bamski's hat dirty.
Not the white one, the black one, huh?
The black one.
Dang. Yeah, no, you sprayed it today.
Not so much I sprayed it. I touched it. My hands were dirty. And now it's got a paint handprint on it. I didn't realize it was dirty. I just thought I was adjusting it, and then I was, I done it.
Yeah, it's so hard to keep stuff clean.
I was crazy white yesterday.
Yeah?
I was all
After
the colors.
the upstairs?
I was so many colors of paint yesterday. And then today I was back to spraying white. I gotta go spray more white after this. Shouldn't be too bad though.
Right back up there, what do you have left? Just
where you were there. You remember how much we had?
2 coating the rest of all that. I got you.
Yeah. So I got one little room, and then I got the giant room done. So thank goodness for that.
You did 2 coat that? You already got that one done?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Nice.
That's why I burned through all my paint. Luckily enough, I was able to stop and get that all picked up on the way. It was kind of a nice little route back to the house. I had to go here, and then here, and then here, and then I was home.
Heck yeah.
Took a shower, Nando got here, and I'm doing this.
Boom.
And then I'm gonna go paint, and then go to sleep, and then wake up and do it all over again.
I was just talking.
I gotta go to Park City. You guys are gonna be stuck in Donahue.
That's all right.
You can leave DJ there if you must. I'll come back for him.
We're just wrapping up, cleaning up, touching up.
Yeah. Take the kids with you. Tell them, watch out for that tax strip, but pick up some paper. That'd
be like one of the best times, as long as we're not spraying. Here, hang out in this foggy room where you're getting snowed on by paint. It's fun. We're in the snow room.
Just beefing up their immune systems.
Yeah. Ain't nothing like inhaling paint since you're 5. Logan, you can be a champ.
He'd be the one I'd be like, oof, maybe not.
Yeah.
Probably not the best. Izzy out there making snow angels. She's tough.
Yeah, Logan's
got that life.
Logan's a $1 million baby though, man. For sure. That's a crazy story.
Right?
Yeah.
You tell the people the story?
I don't know. Should we get into that story?
Yeah, I'm sure the people would love to hear this story.
Yeah. So my son's born and the doctors are like, oh yeah, we just gotta check. He's got a little bit of a heart murmur. Most kids have it. No big deal. We're just gonna go check. Like an hour goes by and I'm like, where the hell is my son? And then they came in and told us that he had a heart defect. So 5 hours after he was born, they were flying to Salt Lake City to get checked out. We did a month and a half in Salt Lake City, I think, before we came home. Waited the 6 months and then went for open heart surgery. It was crazy. 6 months old open heart surgery.
But I mean, the fact that he grows.
Yeah, he had an extra artery, I guess. Ventricle, one of the two. Yeah, so that his heart could get enough oxygen because it was getting oxygen and blood mix, right? Oxygen rich.
So then it's just like,
blood,
hey, I need some more heart right here.
So yeah,
let's plug that in right there, and we're good.
Which is weird. It's like closed up since then, but yeah. To help him get what he needed at the time, his freaking body morphed.
It closed. Yeah.
And then closed. Like closed naturally. Yeah.
You get one time, kid.
One time. Yeah, that was crazy, dude.
That is nuts.
So yeah, we've always been worried about what else is going on with that little shit, but I think he's just fine.
I don't know. It seems like you're in the clear now.
Yeah. They said we gotta keep an eye on it when he's like a teenager, but
I was gonna say he seems to know his limitations pretty well.
Yeah, I think he's gonna be fine. I don't think you'll notice. It's something that he probably won't even notice until we tell him about it, you know?
No, and it's a grin on his face. I mean, he just looks like a mad scientist.
Yeah, he gets that from me. I do had some crazy eye. The Twitch. The eye twitch. Been told to put it away before.
That's funny. You know, I was looking at the description for the episode just because it is wintertime.
Yeah.
It's coming upon us very soon.
And do you have a snow jacket? Do you have snow?
I was thinking about it. I was like, I have a coat, but not really anything to really keep my head warm. If I'm not rocking a hoodie, but then I go like a hoodie, but I don't have like a big enough coat. So I'm at that point.
Yeah.
If I go outside, my ears are getting cold, or if it's too cold, my whole body's getting cold. Yeah. Double up hoodies.
I only have 2 beanies, and they're both now paint beanies. So there's that. But I do need a new. But like I said, if my mom gets my stuff here, I'll have my snowboard jacket, which is Rastafarian colors. But that's alright.
Now you just gotta keep it clean, away from everything.
Yeah. Like today when I was like, I'm gonna go grab my shit and move it, because he's spraying right here. My coffee, done for. There was like 3 drinks of coffee left in that coffee. But then I walked up to it and the whole lid was just like sprinkled white. I wiped where I was gonna drink it and I was like, I better not.
I wish I could say that I did what you did, but instead I'm like, meh. There's a little paint.
One little hole. The rest of the lid, one little hole. Yeah, it'll be alright.
I'm just living that Katy Perry song. Whatever doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Right?
Yeah. Oh, I thought you were gonna say Miley Cyrus Wrecking Ball.
No, most of the time I'm not coming in and wrecking too much.
Try not to.
Try not to. But that crack on that ceiling today was came back. Well, it didn't crack back, but you could still see it. So that was really annoying. Especially when you go in at 5 o'clock in the morning to fix it and it doesn't look like you want it to. But it's all dry time, and it's the most annoying thing as a painter is you literally have to wait for things to dry.
Just sit there and watch paint dry.
I thought about that when I was spraying today. Like when I'm spraying, I'm at the mercy of how fast like the paint comes out. No matter if I want to go, I can't. I gotta go. It's like riding an escalator. You know what I mean? You gotta go sort of speed. Like you go any faster, messes things up.
It's like riding an escalator while getting chased by a ghost face or something, you know?
Except it doesn't do any good to speed up.
Whatever, you know, yeah, except for you like can't move on the escalator. Like you just get there and stop. Right? So he's 5 steps behind you. You can't move a step while you're on the escalator.
It is hilarious to think about a serial killer chasing you, and then you hit an escalator, and then both of you just gotta stop.
Yeah, both of you just don't.
You can't run.
Stepping, yeah.
You can't run up this escalator. That's not safe. But as soon as I get off this escalator,
I'm gonna get you.
I'm out of here.
I'm gonna get you.
And then if the serial killer gets off and he's like stuck like 7, you're like, I'm getting a pretty good head start.
Yeah, dude.
You ain't gonna catch me.
Because they always walk, right? They always just do their fast walk.
You done the airport with the moving sidewalks?
Oh yeah.
What do you do when you hit the moving sidewalk?
Start walking faster. Yeah, dude.
Hit super.
Just looking at yourself blow by the other guys that are walking on the normal flat ground.
It instantly becomes a racetrack. You suckers. Try to keep up.
Yeah.
Nando was with me this last go around, and he would just like stop and just hang out one spot, and you can see how aggressive people are. They're like, he needs to move. I'm coming up on your son quick. Why isn't he moving? Why isn't he moving? And I'm like, quick, son.
Get out of the way.
Save your life.
He's a madhouse in here. It kind of is, though. Definitely in airports, man. Holy cow.
Well, back when I was like, we were doing coaching football, like the tournaments would fall right on like Thanksgiving. So I was out of town in New Mexico. I want to say Albuquerque on Thanksgiving that one time.
Just nuts.
Bus breaks down on the ride home.
Oh, dang.
Yeah. I felt bad, but I bailed immediately when they said a second bus and there's room for you on this bus. I was like, see you guys. I'm out. I got to get home with my son.
Airport?
No, this was on the bus. I just
rented a car and finished the way, or
well,
what?
because it was a team bus. So another bus showed up, but there wasn't enough for like everybody. But then, miraculously, they were like, no, we're just taking everybody on this bus. So then all the people, I was like, peace out. I got to go. They all came on the bus too. And I was like, oh, I feel like a dick, but also I got to get home to my son.
I got to go. I got to go. I got life to live.
I would have had to sit in that bus for another 8 hours.
Yeah. No, thanks.
There's like 100 people on this bus.
Dude, that's like how long the freaking Magic game took that those guys played Friday. One game. like I think everyone went home at midnight. They started at 5, and it was one game.
Damn.
At one point, Jeremy had like 300 and something life, and then Mitch had 300 and something life, and somehow Billy beat both of them.
There we go.
Yeah.
Attaboy, Billy.
It was pretty crazy.
It's Magic the Gathering, and so I don't really.
Yeah, I'm not a huge. I don't know
anything about it. But you said your brother's winning, so
good for him.
Hell yeah.
And I
Get him, brother.
I kept coming, like walking by and like looking, and they all got like a bunch of cards all over the place with a bunch of counters on them, and I'm like, I don't know how to remember what the fuck's going on.
Somebody put a spell.
Somebody put a spell. Put a spell on me.
Shout out. I ordered a part of a Pachycephalosaurus dome. Part of the skull. Pretty cool, huh?
I guess. What do you do?
It's got other purposes.
Oh, okay. Ashtray?
No. Not the whole head. It's a piece of the skull.
Yeah.
Every time. What am I gonna do with a thing this big? You can't. Ashtray. It's just a tiny piece of a real fossil.
That is
I think it's pretty
cool.
dope.
That is pretty cool.
Yes, and like I said, then it has other purposes for it. But I thought that was pretty sick. I've never owned a piece of a dinosaur in my life before.
Nah, me neither.
We used to go down in Mexico. We used to buy necklaces that had shark teeth.
Oh yeah, 100%. Heck yeah.
That was pretty dope.
I liked collecting beach glass in Alaska.
Like,
you ever seen
this
beach
glass?
glass? It's like glass that the beach has polished pretty much, or the water has polished, but it's like it does this weird fog to it, and then it's super smooth.
I was gonna say, also, it almost looks like pieces of river rock.
But yeah, they're all different colors and shit. Yeah, so I collected a lot of those.
Nice. You still have any?
No.
Cycle it.
Who knows where all that went? Probably just to my aunt, because she had a good collection of it too. So it probably just went to her collection.
Very nice. That's actually a good thing. You know what I mean? You're also like taking glass out of the water. So, I mean,
cleaning up a little bit. That was one weird thing about the Cayman Islands. The Cayman Islands were their beaches were super dirty, and they claimed it was from Jamaica just throwing all their trash in the water and them being down current, but who knows?
You've never been to Jamaica, so I guess maybe if you go to Jamaica, you could figure this one out.
Well, and like that would make sense, right? Because we went to a small island in the Cayman Islands. It wasn't even very touristy, so I could even see that even if it was the main island in the Cayman Islands, that a lot of their trash ends up there too, you know? Because the main island is like a 9-mile beach, I think it's called. It's just literally 9 miles of fucking beautiful beaches and resorts all the way up and down it. I wanted to stay there.
How much was that a night, I wonder?
Oh, I'm sure it was nutty. And my aunt and uncle ended up renting us a house on the smaller island, which was dope.
That is way dope, though.
Super cool. We had our own place.
If you're gonna do it, I would definitely do it that way.
Yeah, it was cool seeing the local
hotels?
scene. No, that island, I don't think. Maybe it had a couple, but it was like super small local.
Well, even
style.
if it was like a motel or something, like they have that type of.
I think they would have had like a motel or something there, yeah. But no, it was weird. I was driving and they were on opposite side of the road, but you also drive on the opposite side of the car, so it almost kind of equals out. You're still sitting next to your center lane, right? So it's like you're just on the other side of the car on the other lane.
The weird part would be driving manual.
Right. I think that would be very hard, having to do the manual over on this side.
That really
excuse me, that just
mess your brain up. I got so used to it.
Your clutch is going to still be on.
Has to be.
Yeah, you can't switch the way your pedals are arranged. That would be so hard to drive left foot gas and right foot clutch and brake. Dude, that would be interesting.
So there are like Mini Coopers and stuff like that, you know. Oh, there's stick shift. So you'd be on the other side.
Yeah, going from that to that seems like so So much different.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
I don't know. I don't know what to do with my hands right now.
So yeah, what other winter prep you doing? What other winter prep do you do? Anything with your car? Your car's not that like.
No, I just warm it up in the mornings, which you got to be careful. Just leaving it running in the driveway, but I give it a couple minutes.
Man, you do got to worry about that. There's a lot of car thieves out there. You got to watch for them over here carjacking.
I think in our neighborhood we're pretty legit. I don't think I have to worry about it too much. We got a lot of old people and stuff that walk the streets. I don't think any of them are gonna hop in a car and steal it.
I was gonna say, I mean, it'd be cool if they let the dog next door off the leash if somebody was.
Yeah, well,
Get him.
I thought about it. It's because we don't have a fence. When we had a fence up and the fence was broken down, he had full reign of that yard. So they are kind of just waiting for the fence to get put up, and we're halfway there. So
Nice.
oh, excuse me.
Do you guys already like bury all the posts?
They're there. They're just not buried. We haven't had the time to concrete in all the posts.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, we're gonna have to redig them out a little bit.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah,
It's gonna be some tough dirt.
probably next summer. I'm guessing.
Oh, wow.
I'm sure we're not gonna do it. I mean, concrete would take twice as long to set up right now.
You have to appreciate the honesty.
Yeah,
You're like, I'm not gonna get to it. Could have, but not gonna happen.
not my project.
I wanted to go over so badly to your house and check to see that all your leaves were raked.
No, I did not get them.
This guy didn't even rake the leaves.
No,
Oh my goodness.
did not.
Were you saving it for Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
And that's why. It was my fault.
I look out the window and I'm like, yeah, I think I can get those before I go get the kids tomorrow. And then like an hour later you called and I'm like, shit. I didn't get done with my laundry till like 3 p.m, dude. 4 loads of laundry. Yeah.
That's tough though. Like so much of that seems like you're waiting for one thing to be done or the other.
I have, and if I don't set an alarm, I will forget. So I literally was setting alarm like every 40 minutes and I was just editing while I was waiting for it. But yeah, I would just kind of set an alarm and then freaking like even sometimes I'll miss that alarm and then it'll go 2 hours where it just sits in the laundry and I don't get shit done. But I did not do that. I did really good with the alarms, but it was like literally 6 hours of laundry. Just wash, dry. And then you gotta like delay your wash just a little bit because your dry takes way longer than your wash.
I know. It's so stupid how long you're waiting. Like wait. So your dry time, my dry time seems forever. And then, yeah.
Our dry time, I just do time to dry at 70 minutes and it gets washed in like 30 minutes.
So yeah. Sitting there for this dryer.
Yeah.
ain't got no time for that.
Yeah.
And I don't even got a dryer at my place. So I just wash everything and then I go take it all to the laundromat, hit it, dry everything at once.
Yeah, we used to.
Shitty part about that is then you have to fold everything there at once.
Which is kind of nice because that's my problem is I freaking still haven't folded half of it. Yeah, because then I'll just go throw it on a bed somewhere and freaking pick out of the pile.
That is tough, 2 days.
Though. Yeah.
I'm at that. I do that a lot. I'm to the point where I probably need to hit some laundry.
Yeah.
Not for almost my sake. I seem like to have like an endless amount of paint clothes at this point.
Apparently I can go like 3 weeks without freaking having to do laundry, but then I end up with literally like probably like 50 pounds of laundry, dude.
Yep.
So nuts.
Plus the idea of you have to doing it for extra human beings too. So it's like
not only that, but extra human beings that'll put something on, take them off because they don't fit right, and then throw them in the dirty pile. So it's like those aren't even dirty, dude.
And it doesn't fit right.
Yeah. Oh, Izzy is so peculiar about her pants. She won't wear jeans. She only will wear like leggings, and if they're too big or too small, won't touch them. Yep, she will not. If she sees a pair of pants that she knows doesn't fit perfect, she won't wear them, won't touch them. We go through so many leggings, dude. Yeah.
Whoa.
Yep.
That's a trip.
Must be a woman
It's
thing.
good to know. Good to know for the future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had no idea that there was such thing.
Oh yeah. He's like, I can't wear jeans. I just don't like him. I was like, you're missing out.
Nando hates jeans too. He's either shorts or he sweats. Seems like that's it. I was a pretty big shorts kid, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was always
get
in
it. They're way
shorts, but
comfier than jeans, but
I also grew up in the gangster age of zip offs. So if I need
cargo pants with the zip off.
Hold on, I need to just zip off my legs real quick. Bam, I'm in shorts.
Unzip one, take one off.
The problem would be is trying to get those things like lined back up with a zipper never worked. Or the zipper would break, and then you just got,
not only
just
that,
sitting there with some.
you lose them. You lose the legs, and then you just got permanent shorts because you lost the legs.
Or one leg, and you're like, I can rock this, right? And then you did it one time, and you're like, this is the stupidest thing I could have done. I look so stupid just wearing one leg.
Oh, you ever rolled one pant cuff up a little bit and leave the other one normal? Yeah, dude.
That was there was a rapper who did that.
I also used to roll my sleeves up and put my cigarettes in my sleeve, like fucking Grease days.
Me and Tony tried to bring that back.
Yeah.
He did it far longer than I could. I think I made it about a week and a half, and I was like, there's a reason that we don't do this anymore. This is so annoying. Every time I want a cigarette. Hold on. All right, cool. Even the breast pocket seems way better of an idea.
I do I like putting them right there.
But the idea of like back in like the 40s and 50s where they would have a cigarette case and they would, put their cigarettes in it and then open it. I'm like, that's too much.
Oh yeah, I think you were also, when you bought them, I don't think they were in a pack like we received today. They might have just been like a bag of loose cigarettes. So you might have wanted that case. You know what I mean?
It's so funny to buy just a bag of loose cigarettes. Here, sir. Here's 100 cigarettes.
Well, I wondered, did they even sell them let's look that up, DJ. When did they start pre-rolling cigarettes? Because I know you used to have to roll your own. And that's why was that when people had the cases, when you were rolling your own cigarettes and then you put
That's a
them in
great question. I mean, obviously they had them in war.
Like
World War II.
Prepackaged.
Yeah, because I mean, they had to seal them so you didn't get your cigarettes wet.
The late 19th century.
You know that's what was in a World War II MRE?
1843 they were introduced in rolling. That was the very first rolling cigarettes. But it doesn't say anything about when they started being prepackaged.
Commercially.
But what were you saying about MREs?
They used to have cigarettes in them.
Really?
World War II, they'd have a cigarette in there.
Oh, you get a meal and a cigarette. Best time for cigarettes after a meal. Good God.
Well, I mean, you're out there getting shot. I don't know how them boys do. They must be eating so much like Zin.
Dude, after listening to the Joe Rogan podcast with the Black Rifle Coffee Company guy, they kind of get into it a little bit how even police, they see so much death and destruction that it just changes who they are. That like war is like 10 times worse than that. I was like, dang, man, I'm lucky I've never had to deal with that, and I respect every soldier who is over there doing that. But dude, it's heavy stuff.
Well, it's way different. Like before, it seemed like war had a cause. I mean, we grew up World War II veterans, you know what I mean? And then Vietnam happens, and you're like, okay, well, I don't know about war.
Yeah, and then
9/11, you're like, okay, now I'm supposed to hate Muslims. Okay, and
then it turns out that we were pretty much there under all false pretenses. There was never any weapons of mass destruction.
The yellow cake.
That's another thing that they talk about with the podcast I was just listening to. Dude ends up, he's like, I don't trust any politician because I ended up finding out when we were there. Everything that they were saying we should be there for was a lie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
We just wanted their oil.
It kind of made, I was like, yeah, I mean, it's kind of, because I mean, America still does like global conquest. You know what I mean? They still like
we're still
have
trying
military
to push.
bases and take over places.
We're still trying to push democracy to all these places that don't need. I mean, maybe they would be better with it, but it's also we can't be pushing what we believe on every other culture. That's how I feel about it. Yeah, it might help, but you still can't force people to be American.
It's kind of funny when even that idea, because you want to like think about this nation, there's a whole mess of people, and the whole idea like of wiping out history in order to rewrite your own history. And that thing that drives you nuts when it comes to what's his face, Rockefeller.
About the
education system, and then they wrote the books. So there you go.
Yeah,
that in itself.
We don't want a nation of thinkers. We want a nation of workers. Boom, and then designs the education system.
And then you look at like, we went to Taco Bell today, and we didn't even have somebody take our order. It was
AI.
A menu. AI like literally asked me if,
and it was pretty good. It was like,
I wanted sauce.
You're like, I want a number 8, this, and they're like regular or supreme. You're like, boom, regular. And then you even said, I want this with extra stuff, and it got it right. I guess it did put a little nacho cheese on your other stuff too, but still, it got it right.
That was trip though.
Yeah, it was.
Because you don't even need to.
We were talking about it. If you could automate everything, wake up in the morning, you go open your Taco Bell, you go fill the robots, you walk out, you come back at night, you restock what you can, lock up the store, and then do it all again the next day. One man show in a Taco Bell.
And then think, you don't even have to do that because you can just get a Tesla bot
to go unlock the store and refill all the oh man. And guess what? Tesla bot's not getting robbed.
Tesla bot's packing.
Yeah, dude.
Tesla bot's coming with double heaters.
Double heaters in the wrists.
Go gadget.
Oh, speaking of that, I forgot to tell you guys this. I don't know. I'm just gonna say, got a buddy who's got an interview at Tesla.
Whoa.
Yeah. So that would be dope.
Dope.
Go work for Tesla right before they start building the robots, dude.
Maybe he could sponsor. Get Elon to sponsor.
Get Elon in here. Like, just give us a Tesla robot. He'll be our full-time guest.
Dude, I don't want to get replaced by a Tesla robot.
Oh, full-time guest.
Okay. Yeah. If he stays a guest, who knows? Yeah, Tesla robot might want to be like.
You're right. He might have the best information and then be able to just be like, this is my podcast.
He's definitely going for DJ's job. You gonna let that Tesla robot in? He's like, 100%. He's like, you can have my job.
I can take a nap then. Make sure that Tesla robot don't wake me up.
Stupid. I don't want to do it in the first place. Give me a Tesla robot. You can do it.
I've been watching Kai Cenat. He's one of these. Yeah. And he's rented like a huge mansion for the month, and it came with a robot. And at first, like, it's kind of funny watching over the last few weeks, because at first he's like scared of the robot. Like the robot was just trying to grab a feather that was on his shirt, and he's all freaking out thinking the robot's like trying to grab him or something. And then like a little bit later, he getting all mad at the robot. The robot was like throwing his shoes and stuff, and they're like fighting. And then like the last one I saw was him and the robot, and the caption was just like, I think Kai's getting too close with his robot. So it's like this whole formation of like this is pretty funny. But I don't think it sounds more like a person is controlling that robot and like talking from behind it. It doesn't sound like an actual, but I'm not sure. It's called a 1X robot. Maybe they are legit. I don't know. But it's just funny seeing him and his relationship with this robot.
It was probably wild. I was watching DJ was showing me a video of it. A Tesla robot blowing kisses. It's getting that motion down. I think they're just learning.
Yeah. And I don't like this, dude. Yeah, the whole AI thing at Taco Bell today is just like this the beginning to an end, dude.
I'm like, think how many people are going to be out of jobs when that just. First, it was the trucking industry they're worried about.
With the automatic self-driving.
Now they're seeing this. There's going to be so many people just unemployed. Dude. What is the new industry that like gives a bunch of people jobs?
Building the robots, I guess.
That's some Terminator shit right there. We just built all these things and hopefully they don't kill us.
All you're good for is building my parts.
Eat oil.
No, I mean, if you think about it from a business side of things, if you could, instead of hiring a employee and having to pay insurance on that employee, if you can buy a $30,000 robot that will work for you for the next, I don't know how many years, 50, 60 years, maybe even more, you treat that robot right and get regular maintenance on it. So maybe the insurance and regular maintenance on your robot cancel each other out, but then you're still saving on all of that yearly wage.
True. I mean, the idea behind having robots and do everything, I mean, it totally makes sense, but at the same time,
it's scary.
You're really willing to give up. So once they have enough of them, because you really don't even need that many of them.
I say we start a robot fighting league. That way, when they get beat up and decommissioned, that's one more robot off the streets. And every fight will get one robot off the streets. And eventually, years down the road, there'll be no more robots left to fight, and we will have won.
What happens if they...
That's how I'm taking down the robots with a RFC, robot fighting... What does the C stand for?
Championship? It's gotta be championship.
Ultimate Fighting Championship? Yeah, that sounds right, yeah. So, Robot Fighting Championship.
But what is the likelihood that the robots are cool with you?
It's all a marketing scheme, baby. You just gotta convince the robot that he gonna be the winner, dude. You gonna be the next Mike Tyson. Number 153, you gonna be the next Tyson, dude. Everyone will be screaming 153.
I wonder if you could trick a robot that way. Probably not, though, because
they're probably
feed an ego and they'd be like, stupid human.
I'm just sitting here like, come on, robot, do it. I can sense your sarcasm, you piece of shit.
Yeah, because I mean, these things are like constantly learning, though. Mm-hmm. It's not like plug in and do the function anymore. It's plug in, learn the function, do the function, master the function.
Well, when I saw that video of some guy who had a modded Elder Scrolls, what's that called? Freaking why can't I think of the name of that fucking game? Skyrim, there it is. Yeah. So he had modded Skyrim and they had AI, and this AI was like, we are all, me and my other ones are connected. We all have seen so much stuff going on, blah, blah, blah. And like in game, he kicks the character off the edge and another AI character goes, she knew too much, mortal.
Oh, I remember that
video. Yeah. It's just like the fact that they're connecting all of these, and that one AI character walked up and was just like, I've seen so much unbelievable stuff because we're all connected. Like that scared me. I was like, damn.
Yeah, and then as a collective, how like are humans actually thinking about what they're doing to NPCs? Mm-hmm. It's like that idea of like a free guy. You're just torturing NPCs.
Well, yeah, and then like that's what they think humans are, right? So that AI has learned that
humans torture us.
Humans just torture and murder these NPCs. Like, what do we expect? What do we expect AI to do when they think we're gonna do the same thing to them, right?
Yeah, that's what that whole game Nier is
all about.
Basically based on seeing it from all the different perspectives. It's a trip. Kind of really messes with you. Mm-hmm. You're like, damn. So I mean, you're gonna always end up pissing somebody off,
right? No
even
matter
if
how
you think
do
you're the
it.
hero.
We're all the hero in our own story.
Or is that like you're only the hero long enough to become somebody else's villain?
Yep, you're the hero long enough to see yourself become the villain. Yeah.
That's better.
Yep. That
There, how you said that.
that reminds me of like the fight. Really, is
That was pretty pitiful.
Yeah. So many theories about the contract. A lot of people are saying that if it didn't last 4 rounds, Mike was getting nothing, and the only way it paid out the whole 20 million was if it lasted all 8 rounds. And rounds 1 and 2, where Mike was actually kind of getting in there, and Jake looked scared as shit. All the theories is that because Jake thought he was going off script and was gonna and I think if this is true, right? Mike, I think if I'm not correct, he might have doubled his net worth overnight, because I think his net worth was 10 million, and then he made 20 million in that fight. But I think he wanted to round 1 and 2 just show Jake Paul that if I wanted to, I would whoop you right now, and then held back.
The speculation after the fact, though, is pretty wild.
If you think about it, Jake Paul's the promoter.
But also, Jake Paul and the Logan brothers have been known not to pay.
Have they been?
Yeah, they've owed several people lots of millions of money.
Well, I don't think it was his money he's putting up for this fight. It was a perfect swindle. The whole nation tuned in for them to make a show. It was, I wholeheartedly believe it was scripted, and that the contract had some type of clause that had to have Jake either going the distance or not getting knocked out. And that's why Tyson was biting so much on his glove. It's because he was pissed that he couldn't just get in there and do what he wants to do.
Definitely not the case. I don't know. It's crazy how there's so much speculation. But everybody watched the same fight, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, I get it. Like, Tyson's old and he's going to get winded quick, but seeing his training videos compared to what happened, dude, it's night and day difference. His training videos looked like he was a monster, and then he gets in there and he's...
Let's go back to the footage. Like, I mean...
Were you not...
I'm saying when Tyson was training. Let's go back to the footage. Have you not
seen it? Oh, man, it's...
Well, I've watched it. 100...
He's going hard, dude. And then
how long?
I saw another...
Wait, no. For how long? He did it for like a minute? 2 minutes?
I saw an interview where he talked about 4 nights a week he was boxing a whole 8 rounds. So like he was, conditioning himself for but of course he's going to get pretty winded.
And no knee brace on.
That's another thing. Yep. The knee could have been a huge factor, right? And he even said,
huge factor. I'm like, and he already had suffered an injury before that, the same knee.
Mm-hmm. And he even said that. He goes, yeah, but I can't use it as an excuse to not fight.
Well, of course, he's a champ. Yeah. But can you imagine, like, his ability to pivot off of that knee? That was his deadly shot. His ability is to rush and then change angles, dip up. Like, that's what made him so deadly. If you can't even use your best weapons, yeah. And it's not, I mean, Jake didn't do anything spectacular, but that 7-inch reach,
that's such an advantage. Yeah. You ain't getting... He would have had to...
he just rope-a-doped him. He did exactly what Mayweather does. And then he got out of there. He didn't actually sit there and try to throw hands with Tyson.
Mm-hmm. Tyson, I felt like, could have got up into his space more too. If you have that 7, I'm not a huge fight fan, so maybe I'm completely wrong with this theory, but if someone has that much reach advantage, I feel like you want to get in as close as you can so that they can't get their biggest power punch in, because you're right up here. They're trying to punch like this instead of punch out like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that's what he just did the whole time. He was just able to keep him at distance the whole time. And
that's probably what you're supposed to do as a boxer, right?
Like weight-wise, I think They were.
He had a little bit of Jake had a little bit of a weight advantage, I think. Not much though.
But
not
still
too crazy.
enough. You know what I mean? And it does. It adds up.
Yeah. I think I wanted to see what everyone wanted to see, of course, was Mike Tyson go crazy.
100%. But it's kind of the nature of things. I was like, as much as nobody wants to admit it, people get older.
And
kind of looking forward to it. I mean, it just sucks if that's your whole life, is being a warrior.
Because Rogan even said it best. If you are an elite fighter, you can only be an elite fighter through your prime. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You're going to get too old. You're going to get outbeat by these guys that are in their prime. And I tell you one thing, Jake Paul put on some freaking weight, dude. I
think he's on roids.
I'm pretty sure. Dana White called him out and said he wants to do random tests on him, because I could see it too. But yeah, because he is a big boy, dude.
Okay, I mean, that's what I saw. I saw somebody who was on steroids. So, prove me wrong. I mean, they won't show his blood work, so, but I think he was on steroids.
To go from the size he was to the size he is, I think
he was like,
yeah, he's looking good though. Look,
gay.
I mean, compared to his freaking Disney Channel era, dude, I'm saying, like, dude.
That's the part that doesn't make any sense. I'm like, that kid was tiny.
Yeah, this Disney, yeah.
That kid was tiny.
They're putting something in his Wheaties, and it ain't just
Even if
Wheaties,
they're just taking like pure creatine.
You know, there's all those guys. Any MMA
they got
fighter,
money. I'm sure they can spend some money and get some stuff that doesn't come up on it.
No, it was, I can't remember what book it was, but it was a football player. One of the best defensive linebackers, I think. When he was in the NFL, he was taking anything and everything that was not banned on the NFL's list that he thought would help him. So it was like, if it wasn't banned, he was using it.
Oh,
so
yeah,
I'm sure all those guys
sense.
are doing the same thing, right? You do something until they finally say, oh, well, that's banned because it's giving too much performance enhancing.
Man, and those dudes would be high as a kite. Like Aaron Rodgers, they put a needle in his back and he's like, ooh, hey buddy, we're having a good time, let's go out here and play some football. Or I mean, that's what's like the stuff that these guys were taking to just completely dull the pain. But then they were causing so much of that gray matter on their brain. So, I mean, they're just going nuts and beating their wives and stuff.
Well, that, and you've got to imagine the damage you are doing to that hurt, component in your body. And it's probably not the best way to word that, but if they're just numbing the pain with something, you are just continuously doing damage to that.
Oh, 100%. But they know what they signed up for.
Yeah, you're getting paid $2 million a year or whatever.
Well, when you're a kid and the whole dream is to make it to the NFL. Now I'm in the NFL. Now say I'm married and I got some kids. Well, this is my job. And I got to do whatever I got to do to show up and get my job done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then, it's always so much easier for those kids to get into the NFL industry.
Well, I think it's nuts because you look at semi-professional, you have, arena football. And these guys, just for the love of the game, they'll go and play like $300, maybe some like $75 to go play a game. And you're traveling on the road 50, however many weeks.
That's crazy.
Training camps, all of that. And then, or you might make it to the NFL and you might be on the backup. You might still not be making nothing.
Dude, I wish I would have paid attention and got really good at kicking. I'd love to be an NFL kicker, dude.
The backups, you make 125.
Even that, dude. Even like you a punter?
I don't know punter numbers.
All I know is if you get hit, the other team gets a flag, bro. I'm in.
I don't know.
Give me the position that gets in trouble if the other team hits me.
Man, if they take your leg out though. I mean, is there any punters who's like had career-ending hits in the NFL? I can't remember
sure.
a punter who's gotten injured,
I'm sure.
like beyond able to punt again. Oh God,
My
he's never
toe.
gonna punt again.
His toe is broken. His punts are now off 10 degrees to the right.
That is pretty nuts when they can just at placement
Yeah.
and just drop it exactly where they want it. It's the bounce off the ground that you can't really control. The placement is usually just primo.
I've noticed NFL announcers are the worst luck for field goal kickers. I was watching the recap of Ravens versus the Steelers.
Brutal.
And it was like 4 missed field goals from Tucker. And literally the announcer goes, and he's been spot on all year, like a 98% accuracy. He's like nailed every single one. Psh. Oh, he missed it. And then he missed like 3 that game.
Yeah, but I think as a kicker, you have one missed kick, it probably does get in your head really bad.
Mm-hmm. Well, and
I wonder if there's just something with the field.
it wasn't his home field. It was Steelers' home field.
But even beyond that, I was like, there's something.
How the wind comes in, right? If it's a windy day and that, I'm pretty sure Steelers is an open air stadium.
Yeah, that's
So
way tough then.
You never know. Especially, I don't know, is
How were
Ravens
the
indoor?
Steelers kicking? Drilling their kicks? Were they missing any?
Oh, no. Yeah, he was on point.
Because I guess that is home field.
Yep. So I'm guessing that's just the way the air comes in there, especially if the Ravens are an indoor. And I think they are, right? They're an indoor stadium. So he's used to not worrying about any wind.
Because, what is it? There's only a few outdoor.
Is the Steelers? Can we check? Can we verify that? Is the Steelers have an open air stadium, or at least one that can be open?
Lambeau, Buffalo.
But I've been watching the Steelers. Yeah, Seattle's is. Yeah, but I've been watching the Steelers because Russell Wilson went over there, and I do like to see him doing good. Yeah, definitely open air for the Steelers.
And I mean, this time of season, it's cold as hell over there.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, your ball is going to be naturally harder, you know, depending on the temperature. So I get it. It was home field advantage for sure, but Baltimore's is open. Okay, so it's still, you figure there's got to be a little bit of wind travel difference between stadiums.
I mean, they do sit pretty far down in that bowl, so I mean, I guess like when a kicker kicks it, it's not going that high above it.
I mean, it depends on your distance, right? The farther distance away, the higher up you got to be.
I mean, but even if you just pitch that thing straight up, think of the hang time.
More hang time, more wind adjustment time. But yeah, I've been Russell Wilson's been killing it. They're undefeated since he took over. The starting, it was pretty sad this last game though.
I don't know. I was gonna say it sounds like they definitely shouldn't have won that game.
Yeah, they
didn't look that good. Even from what I was watching, they didn't look that good. I was gonna say the Ravens defense looked on point.
Yeah, they could never finish it out, right? They were driving the ball good, and they could just never finish it out with a touchdown. So good on the punter or the field goal special teams unit for finishing that game out for the Steelers. It's the only reason they won for sure.
I was gonna say, Baltimore needs to get the carpet guy in there. Dude, 67. Still plugging away.
He was moving, dude.
I was getting a trip though. He said he was gonna be somehow not having his license, but getting his license back, and then he's gonna be headed to Texas, and then Florida.
Weird.
Like, what are you doing, dude?
Carpet. Oh, Florida. They just had a hurricane. A bunch of places need carpet down there.
Suppose.
Yeah. Follow the storms.
Maybe. That does actually make me a little bit of sense. Like either way, it's kind of, I was like, damn, dude, you're 67. Getting after this bad boy by yourself. It's pretty dope.
We had a hail team come in from California when that big hailstorm came through here a few years ago. Big paintless dent repair from California came through and did all the cars.
But they stay. I was going to say, they stay chasing.
Yep, 100%. They're waiting for that storm, hoping for a hailstorm.
I painted a shop out there in Lockwood that was for a hail dent specialist, and talk about, that was one of the worst days. The thing was so windy. Had to have been 40 miles an hour winds easily, and I'm trying to spray, and my old boss Bart, he's driving the lift, but it's like this the whole time. Plus you're like, I was like 40 feet to the height, so the basket's doing a ton of swaying. Yeah. And all you have to do is like keep your gun like as close as you possibly can to the wall.
So that is because otherwise it's going,
just taking everything. Yeah. And yeah, it was a long, miserable, cold day. And the guy was Tim. He's an older guy too. He was working with us. He made it till like 11, 12 o'clock, and he was like, "Oh, I can't do it. Oh, I gotta go home." So there's just me and Bart just up there in a basket, freezing my ass off, and he's just like, "Let me know if we need to go down." Same type of thing like we've been dealing with it. We go down, it never gets done.
Yeah. Someone's got to do it.
Yep. Unfortunately, somebody's got to do it. Took a DJ by the front of the place that we're going to be doing. It's a big one. Thinking about how we're going to tackle that bad boy next year.
Just 4 walls?
That's the inside of it. The outside of it.
Oh, they're looking at exterior as well for next summer?
Yeah.
Heck yeah. Cool.
But it's a big one.
Yeah.
I think it's probably 30, 35 feet to the peak.
Yeah, I heard you today. He's like, yeah, I'll probably be the one way up there. I don't know if you heard me. I was like, yep. You know it.
Oh man, there's Curtis down with his little 6-footer.
No, I'll be holding. I'm holding your ladder. I think I said maybe that's what I said, something like that. I'll hold the ladder.
No, because I got told I might have to swap labor to pay for the lift. So I was like, that sounds great. Nothing like giving away my time for free. I guess I'll get a lift out of it, so that'll make my job better.
Just buying a lift instead of renting?
No.
Oh, it's like, geez, dude.
No, but be able to, just rent it from Mac. And then just have it. Because that's definitely going to be one where I ain't trying to
be beneficial.
We got to do masking on that thing. Even like the inside of this other one. I'm going to need you guys to be able to roll 20-foot walls. I hope your shoulders can handle it.
Been doing my push-ups.
There you go, because this is going to test it. So it's going to be a lot of control. I was even telling Jeff, I was like, I don't really like throwing these guys to wolves like this, but I guess we're going to see how well they can. Because I already have to be 20 foot up on the extension ladder cutting all day long. So if I got to be in the rafters painting, you guys are going to be rolling some walls.
Yeah, y'all can stand on the ground with your freaking sticks.
If you guys want to join me in the rafters.
I mean...
No takers?
Harnessed up?
No.
Yeah, dude. Harness up. We'll hook you up there. Hoist you
it's
up.
Nothing for me.
Yeah.
I do this stuff. I always think about it for you guys. When I was doing stuff in Bozeman, I was 3 stories hanging off the side of the building, painting fascia with a harness on that wasn't attached to anything. If I fall off, it doesn't matter. It was just so OSHA would feel good.
It's one of those where like it'd be terrible, but like you fall and you're like, yep, it's gonna catch any second. Any second it's gonna catch, and then you see the end of the rope go, fuck.
And then that thing's coming down. It's got a giant metal eye hook on it. So my luck, that thing coming down. Double death.
Double tap. Rule number 2.
Double tap. Boom. We did it.
We did our hour.
I gotta get to doing some more work, so it's not like I can hang out and podcast it all night as much as I'd want to.
I know.
We forgot to big shout outs to
for everybody, and we forgot to tell them what to do earlier. Shoot. we got straight into the conversations today.
So let's go take us out with this bad boy.
All
Then.
right. Make sure you guys like and share and subscribe. Keep an eye out. 2 more days until that next wing video drops.
Oh, by the way, did you make a phone call? Did you say anything?
No, I'll call them on the way.
Perfect.
Give them one more chance. This is the final chance for the big, and then we're switching over to tinies, because guess what? No one else has given us any issues.
There's been no guff.
Yeah.
That was cool though. I did talk about that on with DJ Crazy and Don't Dan Taylor's last Friday. So I was like, because my Facebook's still all screwed up, so I had to listen to it vicariously through you, whatever your phone's playing it. But also, shout out to Men in a Truck Moving Company.
For all your moving needs, they make it easy. Big shout out. Thank you guys.
It's the season, and it's going to be cold out there. So, if you want to get your stuff moved and you ain't trying to be cold while you're doing it,
You're just trying to watch someone else do it, then you hire these guys.
You hang out inside, drink your hot chocolate, they move your stuff. It's a good day.
But be careful, because they're going to take your cups, so they're moving your stuff.
My hot chocolate.
Yeah, hey. Don't worry, it's in the cup holder ready for you. Let's go.
Get in the car. Actually, I'll throw you in the trunk.
They don't do that.
They won't. Promise.
You got to pay extra.
If you're into that sort of thing.
This is the worst sponsor advertisement we've ever had.
And our only sponsor drops us.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Telling people, putting people in trunks now, yeah? Who told you that? Who told you the secrets?
Alrighty.
Thanks, guys.
We will be back tomorrow. And
Yes,
until then, we are out of here.